Where we left off in the Radiance Sutras, we are continuing from the 55th Yukti, one of the 112 gateways to the yoga of wonder and delight. I'll chant the Sanskrit and then we'll read the poetic interpretation in English, and then we'll pull out a single Sanskrit word from the verse, kind of as a seed to explain the meditation practice that this sukta contains, or sutra. I get my sutras and my suktas mixed up. This is the 78th verse overall in the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, and it goes like this. Aum murdvasane spijayakena hastapadau Nirāśrayam nidhaya tat prasangena parapurna matirbhavet. That means something like, sit in any relaxed, comfortable pose. Experience the earth below as insubstantial, a pillow of air that is always vibrating, minute particles in ecstatic motion. Poised here, no support below, no support above, no support for the feet or hands, no support for the mind. Be completely at peace. The word of the verse is Nirāśraya. 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 It means having or offering no prop or stay, supportless, shelterless, alone, lying open. The practice? There is a time to take shelter in props, and there is a time to be out in the open. When you have been doing something in sequence, after many repetitions, you may find you can glide over some steps very lightly and touch down on others. This is one of the implications of Nirāśraya. You can set aside or skip over the prop of your technique. Part of the delight of watching athletes is seeing the way they flow through their events, almost levitating. This same type of flow also develops in meditation, antar yoga, the inner flow of your technique. After you have gone through the steps of your practice many times, and you know them by heart, go ahead and allow yourself a kind of carelessness, an easy freedom. Fly through the sequence and skip parts if you want. There comes a time to just lean into the practice as if you are skiing. At this point, you leave behind your sense of sequence and lose your addiction to support. The mind moves at the speed of thought, and you can perceive many thoughts in 1 second. Sometimes your mind will delight in doing something in a few seconds that used to take half an hour or all day. The opposite is also true. Sometimes you may want to slow down a process. Human beings invent meditation techniques almost continuously, the very ones described in this Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. These come and go so quickly, in just 5 or 10 seconds, that you may not even notice you've engaged in them. The inner teacher, the wisdom of life, has offered you a bit of instruction, an attitude adjustment, a moment of rejuvenation. When you recognize a sutra and relate to it, you have probably already practiced it spontaneously Nirāśraya, without props, many times. One day, you may sense the need to map out a series of steps, feel the nuances, and practice them individually. You may practice this way for minutes or months until it becomes time to leave the technique behind and return to Nirāśraya. I like this one a lot. This is a meditation practice about leaving meditation practices behind, being vulnerable, groundless. Alright, let's read two more. This is the 56th Yukti and the 79th verse overall in the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. It goes like this. Ham upavishya sane samyak bahu kridvardha kunshitau kaksha vyomni manah kurvan shamanayati tallayat. This one means something like, oceans embrace a continent. Space welcomes the sun. Embrace yourself this generously. Form your arms into a circle and cherish the arising of serenity. Attend the birth of something new. Thoughts dissolve into peace as you become the one who embraces all. The word of the verse is Vyoman. V-Y-O-M-A-N. Vyoman. It means heaven, sky, atmosphere, air, space, ether, especially as an element, wind or air of the body, a temple dedicated to the sun, and the 10th astrological mansion. Can also mean preservation and welfare. Vyoman. The practice? This yukti is an appreciation of space. One way to explore space is to stand or sit and form your arms into a circle and become aware of enclosed space. Just notice what is there. Be curious. Let space be itself, infinite, as you embrace it. Embrace the nothing. Imagine you are encircling the whole universe. What quality of awareness do you bring to this embrace? What texture of creativity, love, and welcoming do you want to give? Now, shift the perspective. Be the universe enclosing you with love, welcoming the birth of something new. That's a nice, succinct one. We're going to read just one more verse. This is the 57th Yukti and the 80th verse overall. It goes like this. Am sthula rupasya bhavasya stabdham drishting nipatya cha acharena niradharam manah kritva shivam vrajet. It means something like, find something so enchanting to behold that you are transfixed, ravished. Allow yourself to be captivated. Gaze upon its form with the eyes of wonder. Attend to details, the shape, texture, these colors. How can something so beautiful possibly exist? You ask yourself. With a steady gaze, melt into the field of space, embracing that form. At once, be at one with the Creator, who is looking through your eyes, loving creation. The word of the verse is Nipat. N-I-P-A-T. Nipat. It means to fly down, settle down, descend on, alight, to rush upon, attack, assail, to fall down upon or into, to throw oneself at a person's feet, to fall into ruin or decay, be lost, to enter, be inserted, get a place, to direct the eyes toward. The practice. This is a meditation on the experience of being ravished, transfixed, and overwhelmed by something you see in the physical world. You see someone so magnificent that immediately you have the impulse to throw yourself at their feet. You see a baby crawling along and you are overcome with adoration, falling to your knees beside her and making cooing sounds. Awe occurs spontaneously. Be ready to go with it. See a marvelous work of art, the ravishing gorgeousness of nature. There is a skill in being so open that we can be slain by beauty. We throw ourselves at the feet of that manifestation. The Yukti here is aesthetic rapture. We transcend on the ras of amazement. Thank you for listening. We'll pause our reading of the scripture there for now. I'm always so grateful to be able to read and listen with you as we go through it. If that brought out any insights, you're always welcome to share them here.